Welcome back to this segment of Ethnic Health America. We're going to be talking with Ms. Maria Costen. Ms. Costen is the director of the website Ms. Fabulous. She's going to talk to us about tips for healthy living. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us a little bit about Ms. Fabulous.
Well, Miss Fabulous is a website which is created to make saving money fun.
And saving money in what areas? How do you do that?
Well, in all areas, pretty much. I mean, we have a character that we developed who's actually called Miss Fabulous, and she was created to help women, primarily women, learn how to better save and manage their money. So we look at health, we look at shopping, cooking, all areas of living.
You know, when people start thinking about health and fitness, they really don't think about savings. So let's start first of all with most people, diet is an important thing to them, and weight loss is an important thing to them. How does Miss Fabulous help them with that?
Well, it's very interesting because a lot of times, what I've heard is that people think that it's expensive to live healthy or to eat healthy. And one of the things that Miss Fabulous does is find ways that people can live healthy for less. So for instance, give an example is when you talk about eating out, we suggest that you cook more at home, which is a lot cheaper than eating out. And I tend to use my grill a lot, so I grill my meats because people say, well, if I'm going to cook at home, it's going to be very time consuming. So we show ways that people can eat for less but eat healthy. We talk about knowing your prices, shopping at different places, and these are all different tips that we share with people on how to have fun living well.
When people do eat out, what are some of the things that they should be doing, both from a quality standpoint and from a weight control standpoint in restaurants?
Well, one thing, and I actually eat out a lot, so this isn't a subject that I know a lot about, and it gets very pricey to eat out. So one of the suggestions that I always mention, if you're eating out with a group, really try to possibly share dishes is one way, possibly. And if you're looking to lose weight, there's certain things that you should probably stay away from. Anything that's fried, that has a lot of sauces, etc., and then portions. The biggest thing about eating out in restaurants is that you get a lot of food. So that's the one thing about sharing dishes, which also cuts down on the cost. And if you're going to eat salads or things that are not quite as expensive, you're going to save money as well. But the best thing to do is to limit your eating out and try to either entertain at home or try to cook at home and invite friends over as much as possible.
What about fresh foods and buying fresh foods? What are your tips for people who want to kind of move in that direction?
Well, one thing that's really important when it comes to living healthy and also saving money is really looking at having a balanced meal, eating a lot of healthy, fresh fruits and vegetables. And one thing that I found is that it's important to really do a lot of shop comparison. Like I shop at a lot of different places, a lot of different supermarkets. I shop often. I go to farmers markets. And once you start shopping a lot, you get an idea of what the prices of different things. So when something goes on sale, you'll know because you know what the price of fruits should be or what the price of certain meats will be. And you should shop a lot, but don't shop a lot because if you buy a lot of foods, it's possible that you could waste. So I suggest to shop a lot and really start to know your prices.
When you talk about organic foods, they're usually more pricey.
Right.
So how can you cut, if you want to go organic, how can you say, what are your suggestions on ways to go organic for less?
Well, one thing that I would suggest, particularly initially, is to have a notebook. And one of the things about organic fruits and vegetables is where the farmer's market really comes in. You can really get a lot of variety. Like there's a great one over at Grand Lake that happens on Saturday morning. And they have different tastings you can have. There's recipes that they share with you on how to make fruits and vegetables tasty. But I think what you really need to do is just start researching. If it's something that you like, if you're into broccoli, start looking at the pricing of broccoli and you'll start seeing the range of prices so you know when there's a good price for broccoli.
What about fitness? I mean, fitness can be pretty pricey. And once you get it, I'm one of those people that when I get into a fitness thing, I get all the outfits and everything, but what are your tips to people from Miss Fabulous on exercise and fitness?
Well, one thing that's really interesting I found with the economy is that a lot of the gyms have really come up with a lot of specials. So there's gym memberships that you can really get for not that expensive because right now you can get special introductory rates. So I'd say look around, see who's offering what introductory prices. And right now there's so many different things that you can do that don't cost a lot of money. One thing I just found out are these free walking tours of cities. City of Oakland has one, City of San Francisco has one, and you actually get to go see the city for 2 hours where you're with a volunteer guide that's telling you about the history and you're exercising too as well. So that would be like one suggestion I would have. Also, a lot of people are into walking the malls. I love to shop, but this is a way that you can window shop without spending money, but also exercising.
Do some of the malls still have those tracks, and do they allow people to walk? Is that
They
correct?
do, particularly before the stores open. You can go early in the morning and you can actually walk the malls. Or also another thing that's fun is looking at a lot of different marathons. Oakland just had an Oakland Marathon, and it could look for different marathons that you can enter. They actually train you, and you can really have fun exercising or participating in marathons.
Yeah, and the other thing I think is that there are always people concerned about the cost of equipment. Now, does Ms. Fabulous recommend that you buy equipment, or that is the gym less of a price issue?
Well, a lot of it really depends on your lifestyle. If you're going to use the equipment and you know what equipment you want, do your research and try to find out what's available. You can go on Craigslist, you can reach out to your network on Facebook. A lot of times people have equipment that they don't even use. So part of what Ms. Fabulous does is learns how to be resourceful and creative. And we really tap into the whole social networking, and we really get tips from other people that are on Facebook, on Twitter, so people can share resources. So it's not like tips just coming from me, it's tips coming from collectively my whole network.
So tell us, how do people connect with Ms. Fabulous?
So we have a website, and it's very interactive. It's MissFabulous.com. So it has videos, it has pictures, it has links to other sites that people can come on and find information and also share their best tips on how to save money but still have fun.
Well, Ms. Costen, I think you saved me quite a bit of money. I'm going to start being a more frequent shopper. Although I don't know how I can do it, because I go to the grocery store just about every day.
Oh, do you? So you know your prices then?
No, I don't know the prices, but I love the grocery store. But thank you very much for taking the time to join us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
All right, we'll be back right after this break.